A Clay County constable has been charged with stealing money from a fundraiser meant for children.
A friend is mourning a Kentucky mother found dismembered in a tote bag in the Green River. You'll hear from him coming up. And a 10-year-old boy from Lexington just returned from a special trip to the White House. Why he was hanging out with First Lady Michelle Obama ahead.
This is WKYT News at 4:30.
Good afternoon. Sam, Dick, and Amber Philpott reporting. A Southern Kentucky constable was arrested. He's accused of stealing from the Shriners organization.
The Sheriff's Department says Clay County Constable Donald Watson was selling onions for the group, but kept the money for himself. Our Victor Puente has the details. It's our top story at 4:30.
This constable is charged with taking money meant for a fundraiser. The sheriff says when he was asked about it, he insisted he was the victim of a crime. The warrant for Donald Watson's arrest was filed yesterday. The police say this crime started weeks ago when he got 76 pounds of Vidalia onions from the local Shriners. The onions were meant to be sold as a fundraiser to help children with medical needs. According to that warrant, when the organizer of the fundraiser asked Watson for the $760 they had expected to raise by selling the vegetables, he told them he didn't have it. The sheriff says they gave Watson a few weeks before filing a criminal complaint. He also said Watson claimed the money had been stolen from him.
His excuse was that somebody had broke into his vehicle and had stolen the money, and he had reported it to the Kentucky State Police, which has obviously been proven to be false. There was never a report made to the Kentucky State Police or to the Clay County Sheriff's Office for that matter.
Johnson said they took away Watson's radio equipment, which is connected to the Sheriff's Department, a few weeks ago when these allegations first surfaced. In Clay County, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Watson turned himself in to the Sheriff's Department this morning. A young Kentucky mother is the woman found dismembered over the weekend in a tote bag in the Green River.
Family, friends, and investigators are trying to put together what happened in her final days, and they're trying to figure out when 22-year-old Kristen Edwards was killed. As Monique Blair reports, investigators have said nothing about who could have done this and why.
It takes a cruel mind to do something like that.
22-year-old Kristen Edwards found brutally murdered. The details of her death too disturbing for her friends.
She never caused any kind of harm, drama. She was never about no trouble. Just a quiet old girl.
Early Saturday, a fisherman found a tote bag in the Green River in Hart County. Inside that tote bag was a dismembered body. By Tuesday, Kentucky State Police confirmed the body was that of Edwards, a mother of two who is living in Barron County. Her youngest child, not even 1 year old yet. Her close friends say they're in disbelief.
I mean, there's some tragedies that happen here and there, but not the way she was murdered and the way she was found.
Investigators are not saying how or when they believe Edwards died. As they piece together the timeline of her last moments, her loved ones are doing the same.
The last time I talked to her was July 12th or 11th. Nothing out the ordinary to make me cause suspicion or she was in any kind of harm or nothing.
With no insight into who could have taken Edwards' life, Cameron Kendall says he's focusing on the woman he remembers as a quiet country girl.
Never forget Kristen Edwards. No. She's locked in my brain forever.
In Hart County, Monique Blair, WKYT.
It's not clear if Kristen Edwards had been reported missing to any police agencies before the discovery of her body. State police have not released any information regarding the existence of a missing persons report.
It is another day of some rain chances here in the Bluegrass, with showers and storms popping up again this afternoon, and some of those could lead to some flooding in some areas.
Let's check in now with our chief meteorologist, Chris Bailey. Chris, how about it?
Yeah, that flash flood threat, we've talked about it for a while, guys. I think it's really going to amp up later tonight and through the day on Thursday. Flash flood watch is out for many counties of Kentucky, surrounding areas as well. That will go really into effect for the day on Thursday through Thursday night and into Friday. Defender radar network scattered thunderstorms that are out there, but boy, they're booming into the Campbellsville area and right on top of Richmond and down toward Berea. A lot of thunder and lightning over the fine city of Berea. Back to the north along 421, 25 there, getting in on some heavy downpours. Worst of the storm is just to the south of downtown Richmond in the Lake Reba area. Folks around the Waco vicinity, that'll head your way, and a lot of it will stay just to the south. A thunderstorm on top of Powell County, Clay City over to Stanton. Really coming down into parts of Menifee County, and some thunder and lightning here. Bath County around the Owingsville area. Strong thunderstorm on the Morgan-Magoffin County line that is beginning to ramp up a little bit. How about this thunderstorm complex southern parts of Pike County? Boy, that may produce some flash flooding in the short term. That has been stationary for the past few minutes. South of Barberville into Knox County, east of Williamsburg. One small little thunderstorm, but again, it's not moving very much at all. And Monticello, Wayne County, toward the Lake Cumberland area, we're watching this thunderstorm out of Tennessee because it is actually lifting its way to the north and will cross the border over the next little bit. And those showers and thunderstorms are going to continue to come at us as we go through not only this evening, but really over the next few days. Guys, new hour-by-hour forecast to share with you in about 10 minutes.
Chris, thank you. Many of us probably take our eyesight for granted, but for the millions who are visually impaired, life is a daily struggle of learning how to navigate the world around them. But what if we told you there was new technology allowing some to see for the very first time? It's a story we're working on for you tonight at 6. In Floyd County, Blake Fannin is a pretty special guy. 3 days a week, you'll find him working as the greeter inside the Prestonsburg Walmart. Blake meets and greets countless customers, but he never really sees them. Blake was born with a condition where his optic nerves didn't fully develop. But despite all the challenges life has thrown his way, he has never let it get him down, inspiring everyone he meets.
He's just a person that you're not going to forget. He impacts you tremendously with his positive outlook. He just glows from the inside out, and people recognize that.
Tonight at 6, seeing for the first time, we will show you the life-changing technology Blake is on a mission to get and why his family hopes the kindness he has shown others will inspire them to help.
What a great attitude he has.
Incredible.
You fell in love with him,
I am in love with him, yes.
Tell. So if somebody's visually impaired, how do they know if they're even a candidate for these special glasses that he's really interested in?
So this is a really cool company. It's called eSight. They're based out of Canada. And for Blake and his mom, they found out about this company, so they decided to just call them. You can get a free demonstration, a phone consultation, told them that he probably wasn't the best candidate for this, but they waited to see when they were going to be doing demonstrations in a city nearest them. It just happened to be Indianapolis. So they took a gamble, got in the car, drove there, and coming up tonight at 6, it's pretty remarkable what happened once they got there.
You do not want to miss this story at 6.
Yeah.
Thanks, Amber.
President Obama is now speaking out on the DNC cyber attack, and so is Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump.
The emails released by WikiLeaks suggest the DNC favored Hillary Clinton over Bernie Sanders and worked on her behalf. Hannah Daniels has the latest.
Federal investigators tell CBS News the DNC email hack has Russian fingerprints all over it, identifying techniques used in previous attacks by the Kremlin intelligence service. The hack sent the Democratic Party into turmoil, and the Clinton campaign accused Russia of trying to help Republican rival Donald Trump. In an interview with NBC, President Obama said it is possible that Russia is trying to interfere with the U.S. election.
What I do know is that Donald Trump has repeatedly expressed admiration for Vladimir Putin. I am basing this on what Mr. Trump himself has said, and I think that Trump's gotten pretty favorable coverage back in Russia.
The GOP presidential nominee denied any connection to the cyber attack to reporter Jim DeFeeti from CBS affiliate WFOR.
I have nothing to do with Russia. I don't have any jobs in Russia. I'm all over the world, but we're not involved in Russia.
So you have no loans from Russian banks or investors?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
It's ridiculous.
President Obama says while he can't pinpoint a motive, the Russians have hacked into both private and government systems in the U.S. before. U.S. officials say they have long suspected ties between the Kremlin and WikiLeaks, the group that posted the emails. Hannah Daniels, CBS News.
And this afternoon, Donald Trump called on Russia to hack into Hillary Clinton's email server to find missing messages and release them to the public.
A 10-year-old Lexington boy just returned from the trip of a lifetime.
Will Bingham and his mom, Karen, were invited to the White House to meet First Lady Michelle Obama. The 2016 Kids State Dinner recognized kids who came up with healthy recipes. Will's is the one-bag bluegrass bait made with salt, salmon, and fresh vegetables. He says it's important for children to eat healthy.
It's supposed to, like, make them healthier, and it's supposed to taste good because it makes them want to eat it more so they get good grades in school.
Sounds like a good deal there. Will's recipe is included in the 2016 Healthy Lunchtime Challenge Kids State Dinner Cookbook. You can find a link to his recipe on our website. Check out WKYT.com. Carpool karaoke, more popular than ever, and now it's getting its own series. The details on where you can find that and watch it ahead.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey.
Heavy rain threat is going to really increase over the next couple of days. It's a flash flood watch that is out for most of central and eastern Kentucky, and this likely should include a few more counties to the north of Lexington. Scott, Harrison, Franklin, maybe up toward Owen, Grant counties. We're looking in your direction. Just pretend you're included in this. This will go until Friday morning for the possibility of some big clusters of thunderstorms working out of Tennessee and across central and eastern Kentucky. What we're dealing with now are, again, hot spots of thunderstorms, but they're increasing through the early part of the evening. Let's take you into the areas getting in on the worst of the weather now. Campbellsville, big-time thunderstorm is right on top of the downtown area, northern parts of Taylor County. That'll work its way toward Lebanon, maybe into Casey County as well. Richmond down toward Berea. We have had a lot of rain in the past 15-20 minutes or so. Madison Southern High School, hey, we gave your neighbors to the north a little pub. We'll throw some out for you as well because you are getting in on a lot of thunder and lightning as of now. Worst of this is to the southeast now of the Lake Reba area, eastern parts of Madison County. That'll roll into Estill County here very shortly. Lexington area. Had a little light rain earlier with a dying thunderstorm. That same little complex rolled across Lexington in weekend fashion. It's now kicking it up a notch or two from Bath County through Frenchburg into Menifee County and towards Stanton and Clay City on top of the Mountain Parkway. Another thunderstorm, by the way, northern parts of Magoffin County. Additional storms into southeastern Kentucky from Pike County back into Knox and now Whitley County getting in on some thunderstorms. These are small, but they're not moving very much, so they're going to put down a tremendous amount of rain in a short amount of time. Also watching these storms out of the volunteer state of Tennessee. They're lifting to the north into Whitley City and Monticello, back over toward Lake Cumberland. Watch the southern skyline for those storms to drift in from south to north. That's the trend over the next few hours. How do we look over the next 3 days? Thursday, rain and storms will be likely. I do expect some high water issues to develop as the day goes on. Will it be on a local scale? Can it be something a little greater? Depends on just how strong that complex of storms is. More storms around on Friday, some heavy downpours, and we'll watch another complex of storms potentially rolling in Friday night into Saturday with some more heavy downpours. Hour-by-hour forecast, 7 this evening through 11. A little weakening trend with the showers and storms. But then tomorrow, unlike what we had today, early in the morning, we will likely have some showers and thunderstorms around. Then we're going to focus on the Bowling Green to Nashville area for a complex of thunderstorms that lifts its way to the north and northeast. That will take us through the better part of the day. Notice those temperatures are likely to stay in the 70s tomorrow, but again, it comes with a heavy rain price. Through tomorrow night and into Friday, clusters of thunderstorms. And Friday's a day that may be more similar to today than what we get tomorrow with scattered stuff around, but by then, ground is pretty waterlogged. Even another little complex of storms showing up at 11 o'clock on your Friday evening. Into the day on Saturday, additional showers and thunderstorms that will be floating around. What an amazing summer it has been for thunderstorms, and that is just going to roll on over the next week. And after tomorrow, the stuff will become a little more scattered into the weekend, but boy, oh boy, tomorrow can drop anywhere from a couple to as much as 3 or 4 inches of rain into parts of the region, guys.
You've got some concerns about flooding in some areas, don't you?
We talked about it for a while. I don't like the setup this week, and especially tomorrow into tomorrow evening.
All right, we know you'll be watching
We'll be watching it.
Thank you.
Trifecta Equestrian Massage, a new business in town started by a Central Kentucky young lady. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about with the story today.
She's a real go-getter. A 21-year-old girl in Lexington is starting her own business in the equine industry. I guess I should say woman, not girl, at 21.
Yes, our Deanne Stevens is out and about with more on the Trifecta Equestrian Massage. Hi, Deanne.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. Buckley and I hanging out here at 3 Crown Farm in Lexington, where Buckley's pretty excited. Buckley is getting an equine massage today. Logan Gregory is with us, and Logan has started this trifecta equestrian massage. 21 years old, young lady.
Oh, yeah.
This is very exciting for you.
Oh, yeah, it's tons of fun. I've always had a love for horses. I love massage, so to start my own business, it's a really big deal. It's really exciting.
Well, especially here in Kentucky, I would say there is a need for equine massage.
Oh, yeah, there's a big need. It's a really up-and-coming industry. It really helps the horses stay in shape, helps them move better, keeps them comfortable. It's just like human massage. It makes them feel good.
And are these for horses that maybe are going through a rehab, or is this just for any horse?
Any horse at all. There is rehab massage. You can do maintenance massage. There is actually specific types of massage that can make your horse more hyper for competitions to kind of give you a cutting edge over everybody else. So there's a whole bunch of different types of massage, just like with people.
Okay, I'm going to let you get started. Tell us what kind of massage you're doing.
So basically what we're going to do here with Buckley is he's an eventer, so he jumps a lot and he has to use his hind end muscles a lot. So he gets really sore through his back and really sore through his hind end. So what we're going to do today is basically a tension release, which means we're basically going to take all of his stiff muscles and just kind of relax them. And so what you want to do here is the important part is you don't want to move fast over the muscles, because what that does is it hypes up their blood flow, makes it flow faster, actually warms them up and gets them hyper. So the important part about a relaxation massage is to go slow and simple with solid pressure.
How long does it take you to give a horse a massage?
An average tension release massage can take anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. It depends on the horse, but you don't always have to do a full body massage. We do focal areas as well. So if you have a dressage horse that focuses on their hind end more, we can just do a localized area, which means we can just focus on the hind end, and that can take about 30 minutes, 45 minutes.
We got a brave cameraman behind there, Mike, walking behind the horse. That's impressive. Okay, I know the benefits for the horse. What are the benefits for the rider after the massage?
Actually will help your horse move better, compete better, and it actually makes them happier. Just like with people, what it does is it gives their body just this big, so they get to relax. It really makes them better. And actually, after competitions using massage, your horse can recover faster, so you can actually get to work sooner.
I'm fascinated by this. How can folks get more info? They're sitting at home and they think their horse needs a massage.
Well, it's really simple. We have a website. It's trifectaequestrianmassage.com. You get on there. We've got a link. You can send us an email. We also have the phone on there. You can give us a call at any time and get any kind of information you need.
And kudos to you for starting your own business at 21 years old. I'm thinking you're inspiring some other young ladies out there.
So
check it out for yourself. Trifecta Equestrian Massage. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about. Back to you guys.
That made a lot of sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, who knew?
Good for people, good for horses.
There you go. Get ready for more carpool karaoke.
And meet the actresses who are proud to call themselves bad moms. Chris Martinez has your eye on entertainment.
Apple Music and CBS Television Studios are teaming up for a new carpool karaoke series. It will be based on the wildly popular segment from The Late Late Show with James Corden. 16 episodes will stream on Apple Music. There is no premiere date yet. Mila Kunis, Kristen Bell, and the rest of the stars of the new comedy Bad Moms dressed up for the Los Angeles premiere of the movie. Kunis leads a trio of stressed-out moms who rebel against the impossible expectations placed on them.
I'm not going to ever give advice to moms, but I'll say this. If you're having a child and you're about to give birth, make a reservation at any restaurant 4 weeks after you give birth to make sure that you and your husband or you and your partner reconnect.
Bad Moms comes from the same team behind The Hangover. It opens Friday. Breaking Bad's Anna Gunn walked the red carpet in New York for her new movie about Wall Street called Equity. Gunn plays an investment banker fighting her way up the corporate ladder.
It's really about her struggle and the struggle of the other two women in the film and how they interact with each other.
Equity opens in limited release this Friday.
Took a job looking for some men to join me. Is it difficult? Impossible.
And the star-studded remake of The Magnificent Seven is set to open the Toronto Film Festival in September. The film festival is considered a launching pad for awards season contenders. That's your eye on entertainment. Chris Martinez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
A flock of baby ducks needed some help, and they got it. We'll show you how. We've been talking about the heat and now all of these showers and thunderstorms, and now Chris has really talked about the potential of seeing a lot of rain, and that could be troubling.
Yeah, Chris, really important that people pay attention.
Yeah.
And especially, the next 24 hours plus, right?
Exactly right. It's later tonight into tomorrow and tomorrow night, but I don't want to shortchange the isolated flash flood threat that is out there this evening. We're getting in on those pockets of intense rain and intense lightning, and those storms can produce some flash flooding. Flash flood warning is out for part of Floyd and Pike counties into southeastern Kentucky, and this is just a sign of things to come. Atmosphere is just beginning to kick in to supercharge mode, and there is so much moisture around that we will indeed be talking about tomorrow, these big clusters of heavy rain producing showers and storms. Right now, let us talk about what's going on the roads. Here's Officer Don.
Rush hour traffic, a couple of problems we're dealing with to let you know about is Versailles Road through the construction zone in and outbound this afternoon. That's causing delays and backups on the circle, the outer loop, especially between Leestown and Versailles Road. Drive times to Nicholasville, still 12 to 15 minutes. And it looks like even though we're dealing with the construction zone for outbound traffic right now, no major issues into Woodford County. Now back to the studio.
Officer Don, thank you. A duckling rescue and a bird photo bomb. It's the video that will have you talking. Take a look at this.
A hunt for some coffee and Pikachus led to the rescue of some ducklings in Rochester, New York. Two men's search for Pokemon led them to finding 8 real-life ducklings. They say they heard the ducklings in a sewer drain, and they went to get some help. Firefighters rushed to the rescue, opening the bolted grate and climbing into the drain. It's believed the ducklings were in the drain for days before they were rescued. The baby ducks have been taken to an animal hospital where they will be treated before they are released. But officials say the ducklings are going to be okay.
Good news for those little guys. Yes, and just because this next video is awesome, there it is, we have to share it with you. Here's a close-up shot of a camera actually getting the bird from a bird. A hawk, to be specific, was caught giving a Lincoln, Nebraska news station's tower cam a bird's eye view, literally. Our news director shared this earlier today, and I was captivated by it because, A, that bird is beautiful, but then it's just funny, too.
It's almost like it knows it's on camera, it's staring right in there.
Yeah, we need one of those to show up over there at Chris Bailey's camera for us.
We're glad you're staring at us.
Absolutely.
Much more to come now at 5 o'clock. Stick around.